One of the most useful features in Talkative is AI interaction data capture. So what this does is it will use an AI to read the transcript of any conversation, whether it's a voice call, a messaging interaction such as WhatsApp or web chat, and will, after each message, take out key bits of data from the conversation and add it to interaction data, where interaction data is Talkative's metadata for all conversations. So the way it works is you create a config and you apply it to a queue like I've done here, and then you can put in any type of interaction data that you can think of. So in this case we've got name, policy number and date of birth, and you put in a natural language description of what that interaction data should look like, and ideally an example output. This will then listen in to the transcript and automatically append this to your interaction data. Why is this important? Well, historically in chatbots, you would have to define specific conversation turns to extract data. So if you've ever interacted with a chatbot where it will rather rigidly ask you for your name, maybe it will pop out a form for your email address, and it generally makes the conversation quite restricted in terms of how the conversation flows. Whereas with Talkative, this will do it dynamically. So for example, if we look at one of our voice AI configurations here, we are just giving the prompt to the AI to conduct the conversation, and this separate AI is doing all of the data capture. This means it's a very, very natural conversation to the customer, but you're still getting the data you need in the exact format you need. So let's look at a transcript to see what this looks like. In this case, we've got a conversation with a caller. This is a voice call. And we've got the key bits of information, so name, policy number, date of birth, that have been extracted from the call. This is important for two reasons. Number one, it can be shown to the agent when they receive the interaction. And this can be really useful because if I get all this transcript as a phone agent, it's going to take me a while to go through, read what's been said, and then type it into a form or a CRM. Secondly, after the call is concluded, this information will automatically be sent to your CRM or your data warehouse so you can attach it to the right customer profile in your system. Additionally, you can refer to these same fields in your wrap-up forms. So in this case, I've got a wrap-up for my agent that takes these same pieces into account. This is important or useful because the agent can then check the summary, adjust it before pressing save. So this might be useful if you want the agent to still have final check on maybe the summary of the interaction or the policy number or maybe the name before sending it to the CRM. Well, how does this look like? Well, we've got an example here. So in this case, we've got a basic conversation. The policy number, name and summary has been automatically taken from the transcript and is added to this interaction data that the agent can see in real time. So in this case, I'm going to say 29th October 1991. And because the data capture fires after every message, in this case, we've got an immediate update from the system to save it to the interaction data. To quickly head back to the configuration to show what that looks like. In this case, we've asked for this specific format, so British format in this case, and it's saved here. We can obviously keep continuing, and things like the summary will update in real time. And if they said, my name's actually John D. Smith, this will then update. Finally, when we get to the wrap-up, we've got all of this information here, and I can actually then go in and update this before pressing save, and this will save it to the record. And this means that when we're sending to a CRM, it's going to have all that information stored there. So yeah, this is a really powerful feature. We think more people should be using this to extract key bits of information. Things like summary and key data points can now really easily be extracted from conversations while keeping the conversation flow nice and fluid. We'd love to hear how you're using this, or if you have any questions or issues, so please reach out to us if you have any feedback on this feature. Thanks.